Introduction. The deep sea has always been a world of mystery, but in recent years, a growing menace has risen from the abyss: the giant squid. These massive, elusive creatures, once thought to be myths, are now appearing in alarming numbers, causing chaos for fishermen worldwide. With tentacles lined with sharp suckers, powerful beaks that can crush bone, and an intelligence that rivals some of the ocean's smartest predators, giant squid are becoming an increasing challenge for those who make their living from the sea. How do fishermen deal with this unexpected invasion? What new tactics have they developed to protect their livelihoods from these massive deep-sea monsters? In this detailed script, we will explore the rise of the giant squid invasion. Why are giant squid appearing in fishing waters more frequently than before? The fishermen's struggle. Encounters with the deep-sea titans. Real-life battles between fishermen and these mysterious creatures. The science behind the giant squid surge. What do marine biologists say about the sudden increase in giant squid activity? New tactics and technology to battle the squid invasion. How are fishermen adapting to protect their catch and their boats? The future of the ocean. Can humans and squid coexist? What does this invasion mean for the balance of marine life? Now let's dive deep into each section. 1. The rise of the giant squid invasion. For centuries, giant squid have been one of the ocean's most elusive creatures. Known scientifically as Architeuthis ducks, these deep-sea behemoths were once thought to be mere legend, only seen in the rarest of circumstances. However, in the past 2 decades, reports of giant squid sightings and encounters have surged. Several factors may be contributing to this sudden invasion. One of the primary reasons is climate change, which is altering ocean temperatures and forcing deep-sea creatures into new territories. Warmer waters and shifts in ocean currents may be driving giant squid closer to coastal fishing areas, where they compete with fishermen for fish. Another possible cause is the decline of natural predators. Sperm whales, the primary hunters of giant squid, have seen their populations dwindle due to whaling and environmental changes. With fewer natural threats, giant squid populations may be booming unchecked. As these massive creatures venture into new waters, they are disrupting fishing industries worldwide, creating unexpected dangers for those who rely on the sea for survival. 2. The fishermen's struggle. Encounters with the deep-sea titans. For fishermen, encountering a giant squid is a nightmare. These creatures are not only enormous, sometimes growing up to 40 feet long, but they are also aggressive when threatened. One chilling account comes from a group of deep-sea fishermen off the coast of Chile. As they hauled in their catch one night, their nets suddenly became impossibly heavy. When they pulled them up, they found a massive giant squid entangled in the net. The squid lashed out with its powerful tentacles, nearly pulling one crew member overboard. The fishermen had to fight for their lives, using knives and hooks to free themselves from the creature's grasp. In Japan, squid invasions have caused entire fishing fleets to lose their hauls. Squid devour the fish before they can be caught, damaging nets and leaving fishermen with nothing to sell. Some have even reported squid attacking their boats, latching onto hulls with their suction limbs. These encounters are becoming more frequent, and many fishermen now view giant squid not just as deep-sea oddities, but as genuine threats to their way of life. 3. The science behind the giant squid surge. Marine biologists have been studying the rising numbers of giant squid and have come up with several theories to explain their sudden presence. Warming oceans. As mentioned earlier, changing ocean temperatures are shifting the habitats of many marine species. The squid, normally found in deep, cold waters, may be forced to move into shallower areas where they interact more frequently with human activity. Overfishing of their prey. Many of the fish that squid feed on, such as smaller deep-sea fish, are being over-harvested by industrial fishing. With less food in their usual hunting grounds, squid may be moving into commercial fishing areas to find sustenance. Fast reproduction rates. Unlike whales or sharks, which have slow reproductive cycles, squid reproduce rapidly. If conditions are favorable, their populations can explode within a short period, overwhelming ecosystems and fishermen alike. Scientists warn that if these trends continue, giant squid could become a permanent fixture in many fishing waters, altering marine ecosystems in unpredictable ways. 4. New tactics and technology to battle the squid invasion. Fishermen are adapting to this new reality by developing new methods to protect their boats, their nets, and their catch from these deep-sea invaders. Stronger nets and barriers. Traditional fishing nets are often destroyed by squid attacks. Some fishing crews are now using reinforced, squid-resistant nets made from thicker, more durable materials. Specialized bait and lures. In some areas, fishermen are experimenting with new bait that attracts only the fish they want to catch while deterring squid. Some are also developing traps designed to capture squid without damaging valuable fish populations. Squid repellents. Scientists are studying chemical and sonic repellents that could be used to keep squid away from fishing boats. Some early tests have shown that certain frequencies of sound can disrupt squid behavior, making them less likely to approach boats. Alternative fishing techniques. Some fishing operations are moving to deeper or more isolated waters to avoid squid-dominated zones. Others are shifting their focus to catching squid themselves, turning a problem into an opportunity by selling squid as a commercial product. While these adaptations help, the battle between fishermen and the giant squid is far from over. 5. The future of the ocean. Can humans and squid coexist? The rise of the giant squid presents an important question. Is this a temporary phenomenon, or is it the new normal? If giant squid continue to increase in number, they could permanently alter marine ecosystems. Fish populations may decline due to increased predation, leading to major shifts in the fishing industry. Fishermen may have to accept squid as a major part of their catch, adjusting to new markets and demand. Some scientists believe that humans must learn to coexist with these creatures rather than simply fight them. Sustainable fishing practices, better ocean management, and continued research into squid behavior could help us better understand how to balance the ocean's ecosystem. However, one thing is clear: giant squid are no longer just deep-sea legends. They are here, they are growing in numbers, and they are changing the way humans interact with the ocean. 6. The economic impact. How the squid invasion is disrupting global fisheries. The giant squid invasion isn't just a threat to fishermen's safety, it's an economic disaster in many parts of the world. Countries that rely heavily on commercial fishing, such as Japan, Peru, Chile, and Spain, are seeing major disruptions due to increasing squid activity. Lost revenue for fishermen. Many fishermen report a 30 to 50% reduction in their usual fish catch because squid are either devouring the fish before they are caught or damaging nets beyond repair. The cost of replacing broken equipment and buying stronger nets is putting a financial strain on small fishing operations. Shifts in market demand. Some businesses are adapting by shifting focus to catching squid instead of fish, but this isn't always profitable. While squid is a valuable food source in some regions, there is not enough global demand to make up for the loss of more traditional fish like tuna, cod, or salmon. Increased government involvement. Several countries are considering subsidies or financial aid for fishermen affected by the squid invasion. Some governments are investing in research programs to better understand the movement and behavior of giant squid in order to mitigate their impact on the fishing industry. The longer the squid invasion continues, the more severe the economic damage could become. If fishermen are forced out of business, entire coastal communities could suffer. 7. Legends versus reality. How myths about giant squid compare to today's encounters. Giant squid have been the subject of myths and legends for centuries. But how do the stories compare to the real creatures that fishermen are encountering today? The Kraken of Norse mythology. One of the most famous legends of the sea is the Kraken, a monstrous squid-like creature said to sink entire ships. While today's giant squid are certainly massive, there is no evidence of them intentionally attacking ships. However, their sheer size and strength have led to incidents where they latch onto boats, causing damage. Ancient maritime tales. Stories from ancient sailors describe squid pulling men into the depths. But today's fishermen report that squid mostly react aggressively when caught in nets or threatened. Some squid, like the humboldt squid, have been observed attacking divers, but their aggression may be a defense mechanism rather than a deliberate attack. Modern-day horror stories. While giant squid attacks are still rare, recent footage from deep-sea expeditions shows them behaving in ways eerily similar to the myths, stalking submarines, wrapping tentacles around cameras, and moving with an intelligence that suggests curiosity or even strategy. It seems that while the Kraken may not be real, the real-life giant squid invasion is just as terrifying in its own way. 8. The intelligence of the giant squid. Are they learning from human behavior? One of the most unsettling discoveries about the giant squid invasion is the possibility that these creatures are learning and adapting to human activity, advanced problem-solving skills. Scientists have observed that squid change their behavior when exposed to repeated fishing efforts. Some fishermen report that squid have begun avoiding certain types of nets, suggesting they recognize danger and learn from past encounters. Communication and coordination. Unlike most deep-sea creatures, some squid coordinate their hunting in packs, which was once thought to be impossible. If squid learned to coordinate against fishermen, it could make catching fish even harder. Memory and evasion tactics. In Japan, researchers discovered that some squid return to deeper waters during peak fishing seasons, almost as if they have learned when to avoid human activity. Some squid have even been seen stealing fish from nets instead of attacking them directly, showing signs of strategic thinking. If these trends continue, fishermen may not just be battling squid. They can be facing an enemy that learns and adapts over time. 9. The military and giant squid. Could these creatures be used for defense or research? With giant squid displaying incredible intelligence, strength, and adaptability, some scientists and military experts are asking, can these creatures be used for research or defense? Deep-sea surveillance. Squid have some of the most advanced eyes in the animal kingdom, capable of detecting movement in complete darkness. Sub-military researchers are studying squid vision to develop better underwater surveillance technology. Biomimicry for underwater drones. The way squid propel themselves through water is being studied to improve stealth technology for submarines and underwater drones. Squid skin, which can change color and texture, could inspire new forms of camouflage for military equipment. Potential military risks. If giant squid continue to increase in size and aggression, could they become a hazard for naval operations? Some researchers fear that squid swarms could interfere with sonar and underwater communication, posing a new challenge for deep-sea military missions. While the idea of using squid in warfare may sound like science fiction, the reality is that the military is already studying these creatures for possible applications. 10. What happens next? The future of the battle between fishermen and the deep-sea titans. As the squid invasion continues, what does the future hold? Possible outcomes. Squid populations stabilize. Some experts believe that the current boom in squid numbers is temporary and will balance out over time. Humans adapt and coexist. Fishermen may shift to squid-catching industries, and global seafood markets may evolve. Squid continue to dominate. If current trends persist, giant squid could become the top predators in many ocean regions, leading to permanent ecosystem changes. What can be done? Increased scientific research. More studies are needed to understand why squid populations are growing and how to manage them. Innovative fishing methods. Developing better traps, deterrents, and techniques will be crucial for controlling squid numbers. Environmental management. Protecting marine ecosystems may help restore balance between squid, fish, and other ocean life. One thing is certain, the age of the giant squid is here, and it's up to humanity to decide how to respond. 11. Deep-sea battles. The struggle between giant squid and other ocean predators. Giant squid are not just a problem for fishermen. They battle for survival in the deep sea against some of the ocean's most powerful predators. The sperm whale versus giant squid showdown. The sperm whale, Physeter macrocephalus, is the only known predator capable of hunting adult giant squid. These deep-sea titans clash in fierce underwater battles, often leaving whales with scars from the squid's sharp suction cups. However, with sperm whale populations declining, some scientists believe giant squid numbers are rising unchecked. Sharks versus giant squid. Some deep-sea sharks, like the six-gill shark, have been known to prey on smaller squid. However, no shark species has been observed attacking fully grown giant squid. Giant squid versus each other? Recent deep-sea footage suggests that giant squid may be cannibalistic. They may fight and even eat each other when food is scarce. This could explain why squid populations fluctuate so unpredictably. Fishermen may not be the only ones struggling with this invasion. The entire deep-sea ecosystem could be shifting in response. 12. The role of bioluminescence. How squid use light to outsmart fishermen. Giant squid live in complete darkness at depths of 1,000 meters, 3,280 feet or more. So how do they hunt, communicate, and evade predators, including fishermen? How bioluminescence works. Some squid species can produce their own light through a natural process called bioluminescence. This is used for hunting, camouflage, and even communication with other squid. Squid flash bomb defense. Some squid can release bursts of light, temporarily blinding predators or fishermen using underwater cameras. This tactic makes it harder to capture them, frustrating commercial fishing efforts. Can bioluminescence be used against them? Scientists are experimenting with artificial bioluminescent lures to attract squid into traps. However, some squid appear to recognize unnatural lights and avoid them, showing advanced problem-solving skills. Could giant squid be using natural light warfare to outmaneuver their human opponents? 13. Could giant squid pose a threat to humans? Stories of mysterious attacks. For centuries, sailors have told terrifying tales of men dragged into the sea by giant tentacles. But is there any truth to these stories? Rare but real encounters. In 2003, a deep-sea diver off the coast of Japan was attacked by a Humboldt squid, which wrapped its tentacles around his oxygen tank. In 2011, a fishing boat near South Africa reported that a giant squid had latched onto the vessel for over an hour before letting go. Could squid attack swimmers? Most squid live in deep water, far from human activity. However, some aggressive squid species, like the Humboldt squid, are known to attack humans when threatened. Are they becoming more aggressive? Some scientists suggest that climate change and habitat loss may be making squid more desperate and aggressive. Fishermen have reported increasingly hostile squid behavior, including attacking nets, latching onto boats, and even chasing divers. While giant squid attacks on humans are incredibly rare, could a growing population and increasing aggression make them a real danger in the future? 14. The mystery of squid graveyards. What happens when these creatures die? Despite their enormous size, giant squid are rarely found dead. So where do they go when they die? Theories about squid deaths. Deep-sea decomposition. Squid may simply sink to the ocean floor, where scavengers quickly consume their remains. Predators clean up the evidence. Sperm whales and other deep-sea creatures may eat dead squid before they ever reach the surface. Squid graveyards exist. Some scientists believe there may be specific deep-sea locations where giant squid go to die, similar to elephant graveyards. Why this mystery matters? Understanding squid mortality rates is crucial for studying their population growth. If squid live longer than previously thought, the invasion could last for decades. Could solving the mystery of squid graveyards help humans predict and control future invasions? 15. The final frontier. What more could we discover about giant squid in the future? Despite being one of the largest and most mysterious creatures in the ocean, we still know very little about giant squid. What could the future hold? Using deep-sea technology to study squid, ROVs, remotely operated vehicles, are being used to explore the ocean depths where giant squid live. Eye tracking systems are being developed to follow squid movements in real time.